American Pickers Jersey John stuns fans with 94-year-old motor that survived for years after just a few ever made. The History Channel fan favorite shared the pristine, nearly 100-year-old Indian motorcycle company motor on his Instagram page. John's post on Thursday featured a slideshow of snaps showing the silver-hued motor, which was made between 1929 and 1930. While the Indian Motor Company was best known for making motorcycles, this was an outboard motor, a propulsion system for boats. One photo showed the boat motor's logo was completely intact. Another showed that instructions for lubrication and starting cold motor were all engraved on the sides. Nearly all the text was legible, making it quite the Insta-worthy piece. Did you know that the Indian Motorcycle Company made outboard motors? John captioned the post. Yup, they did. They made only 150 in 1929 and 1930. This Survivor is the nicest original paint motor I've ever seen and it's for sale. Please serious inquiries only. Fans flooded the comments section and were revved up with excitement over the discovery. First glance. Thought it was something out of Star Wars, one fan commented. Wow. Very cool. Always hoped I'd stumble on one, wrote another. That is incredible, wrote a third. There's one in a Vancouver Island, BC museum. Very cool, wrote a fourth. Jersey John, who grew up in New Jersey, started appearing on the show in season 7 and quickly became a fan favorite given his vast knowledge. In December 2023, it was revealed that he would become a permanent cast member on the show. Fans of American Pickers can mark their calendars, as the main star, Mike Wolfe, recently announced that new episodes are coming. Wolfe said that fresh episodes of the iconic reality show will premiere in October 2024. Mike, who created the show that premiered in 2010, quietly shared the exciting news in the comments section of his Instagram. A fan had commented on one of his posts, "Man, I miss your show's crying face. New one starting in October," he wrote back. The announcement comes after a lengthy hiatus that left fans with bated breath for the show's return. American Pickers follows Wolfe and his team as they rove across the U.S. searching dusty garages, attics and barns for valuable antiques. Wolfe and Danielle Colby originally co-hosted the show with Frank Fritz for 10 years before he abruptly left in 2020 without explanation. The reason Frank left the show had to do with his health. In addition to his back issues, he revealed he had Crohn's disease and experienced a stroke in 2022. This awful situation left him temporarily confined to a wheelchair. That said, Frank revealed his feud with then co-star Mike during a 2021 interview with the U.S. Sun. Frank said, "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. He knew my back was messed up, but he didn't call me up and ask how I was doing. That's just how it is. The show is tilted towards him 1000%. I can't even bend that far down to show you how much. That's fine. It's like you've got Aerosmith, and there's Steven Tyler, and he's the front man. I found my spot. I'm second, and he's number 1 on the show. That's no problem with me." Maybe he does have a problem. He even admitted, "I think Mike wants to get his brother Robbie in there to replace me. I don't know why he's behaving like that towards me." In July 2022, Frank, 58, had a stroke and was in the hospital for a few days. His former co-star and friend, Mike, shared the news on Instagram. "I have been very private in the past year in regards to Frank's life and the journey he's been on. There have been lots of opinions in regards to mine and Frank's friendship and the show, but now is not the time to set the record straight. Now is the time to pray for my friend," the Pickers star wrote. "Frank has suffered a stroke and is in the hospital. Please keep him in your hearts and thoughts." Mike added that he was praying that Frank made it through this and that he loved him. He was hospitalized again when he suffered from seizures and pneumonia just a few months after his stroke. Frank was placed under a conservatorship in September 2022 after he could not take care of himself, which he is still under. Frank is doing just fine now, health-wise, as a source recently told the U.S. Sun. Frank has been good, been eating ice cream and watching the Olympics. Fans have mourned his absence since 2020, saying the show is not the same without him, and the ratings have reflected this. Wolfe highlighted Fritz's contribution to the show when replying to another Instagram user's recent comment.